Welcome to game number 1 in the next best of 5 set. This is between El Cid and Nobunaga. Now, I don't know if YouTubers heard it or not, but my bracket is busted because of what happened in the first best of 5. So I'm a bit bummed about that, but I'll get over it. This map is going to be all about map control, my friends. Look at this elevation between the players. I mean, the maps themselves are pretty solid, but the location of the players is going to make this one fascinating. So we'll zoom in here, look at El Cid's TC, Nobunaga's TC rather, and talk a little bit about maybe what he could do with his map from a player point of view. You'll notice that he does have a forward bore, so he'll want to protect that. I think for him, he'll want to make sure that he walls this, but walling here is probably not that reasonable early on. If he gets some walls up, then he could funnel in most of the enemy military on the front. Without that, could be a pickle, but main gold, second gold, and then his third gold. Very fair distribution there. Stones on the back, deer is good. I don't think he'll have many complaints as he runs forward to lame. And then El Cid, back gold, a secondary gold, third gold. I mean, again, this is fine. All three of his golds are pretty much fine unless this hill gets taken by Nobunaga. Now, Malians in game 1, it's not a bad pick, but it's not a pick that I really expected. I expected maybe some of his other civilizations. Malians have great anti-archer infantry. Their champions have free pierce armor, so that can be good against Aztec archers. And it can also be good against the Aztec eagles, so maybe that's the route to go here. Malians have plenty of options. One bonus that starts in Dark Age for Aztecs is that they can lame, and Nobunaga is already here, and he's stealing the sheep. So, I've talked about this on stream and on my YouTube before. My balanced suggestion is that all eagles lose one line of sight, because they can see so much, and it's almost a guaranteed lame anytime you have a Meso Civ. Wouldn't be a bad thing to think about this in the future, because these civs are insane with this. And unfortunately for El Cid, he is down El Sheep. No sheep for him, though he might know that they were there. Yeah, I think he knew that they were there, and he's chasing them down here. Yeah, good stuff. Also, when it comes to the player colors, they're choosing red and blue. So no one has gone for any mind games with the colors yet. I'll confirm that afterwards, but I double-checked last time and they'd done the same. So this is intentional color choice from them. Bact likes to choose orange when he plays normal games. Viper likes to choose yellow. Hera likes to choose green. MBL likes to choose green. So I haven't seen any big indicator that tells me that this could be someone because of their colors. So you'll notice that blue ran out so early to lame. I don't think he's found his own resources. He hasn't found these sheep, and he hasn't found these sheep. So he didn't get rewarded with a boar. And I think red's going to find all of his sheep. So this is actually quite good for red, all things considered. I wonder what he opens up with in this game. Will it be scouts? Because scouts and skirmishers can be really strong against Meso, or will it be man-at-arms? Which is never a bad idea with Malians. For people who are looking for their prediction on challenge, I'm actually not sure myself. I think my prediction was pinned near the top because I'm the tournament host. Oh, check your email. If you did a prediction on the challenge bracket, you should check your email because you had to sign up with an email. If you win, you're going to get an email from me anyway, so I think you might need to check your email or something. So blue is found where red is. Red is found where blue is. El Cid versus Nobunaga, best of 5 in the round of 16 of Hidden Cup 2. And early barracks tells me that it will be man-at-arms for El Cid. Nope, you cannot enter the prediction contest. I posted it on Twitter a bunch of times. I talked about it on stream. I put it on AoE Zone. So if you missed out on that info, it's too late now. What you can do, though, is wait around for the giveaway guessing. There will be a guessing competition on the final day. So if early on Sunday you have to leave and you can't catch the end for whatever reason, you could actually try and guess the identities anytime on Sunday. Preferably, though, you would wait until the 10 minutes before the player reveal to try and guess everybody. Alright. El Cid is orange instead of red. Oh, really? Well, I probably have team colors on. I'll address that later on. Thanks. They were definitely red and blue in the previous set, and I think I might, because I toggled team colors on and off, and I might have toggled it back on or something. So, El Cid has 3 men-at-arms. Seems to be the same then for Nobunaga. He likely go for 4. That's quite common for Aztecs. El Cid hits the Futilage, starts to fight this eagle. He can kill this eagle warrior. It's gonna be close though. Oh my god, that scout's on 1 HP. El Cid fortunate to be able to scamper away now with this scout. What a play from him. Yeah, that's the important thing too, because now he can know exactly where Nobunaga is going with his army. And he's looking for it. See? And this is the importance of a scout. Boom, he sees. Oh. Okay, we're going to edit that out of the video. He saw it, at least. And now he can't see it because he lost his scout. And, and now Nobunaga is going around. And I think El Cid must be expecting that now because he hasn't gone back home. Yeah, let's see. With the way his berries are positioned, he could quick wall. He has done so, and he's done so again. And then he runs in. Oh my god, Nobunaga! Nobunaga, be careful! Ooh! Oh! Oh! That was a brilliant quick wall. That was really well done, and he's going to finish that archery range. Now, it is difficult to kill Malian Man-at-Arms with a few archers, because Malian Man-at-Arms have the extra Pierce Armor. Did I jinx him or what, man? Did I jinx him or what? He had all the time in the world to do this quick wall. He forgot about it, and now he's being pushed off of his gold. That's sloppy from Nobunaga. And that's hilarious as well, because everyone said Viper confirmed, and then that happens, and now everyone's like, oh, that can't be Viper. Viper doesn't make mistakes, he's flawless. From Viper confirmed to Doubt confirmed in 5 seconds. Sorry, Doubt. So, I think that El Cid should have a huge lead off the back of this. Let's see. He will kill the man-at-arm. Well, I guess it's not a huge lead, right? He'll kill 2 men-at-arms, and the other one's weak now for Nobunaga, but, you know, this guy has 2 ranges at home, and he'll be making archers and skirms no problem. So, now Nobunaga will be looking to wall up. Both players should be doing that. And it gets dicey when you're in this situation as Malians, because Aztecs can get Eagle Warriors. I thought the engagement would be slightly better, because if you have the man-at-arms out as Malians, it's complicated for archers to kill them, but it was a wise move from Nobunaga to return with his man-at-arms, so he didn't have to deal with that struggle. Archers and skirms just playing defensively for El Cid, and oh, he wants to wall this. And blue, seeing the units were here, or expecting the units to be here maybe, which is really intelligent. He's now going to the north, and oh, it's been quick walled off. Smart play from both players. Very smart play from both players. So it's about the Aztec and Malian eco now. Malians, all their buildings are 15% less wood. You also get the free gold mining upgrade, which is helpful. And then Aztecs have the farming bonus. And Aztecs have the flexibility of starting to create those eco warriors now. That gate should just be far enough away from the gold where this isn't a big concern for Nobunaga. And Nobunaga does have armor on his skirmishers. So I think he will probably hop out of the archery range now. Let's see. Will he? Okay, he will not. I was thinking he might. Okay, he's doing it now. I was thinking he might try and chase these down because Red's archers are going to be pretty much useless in this fight. How's your micro, El Cid? How's your micro, Nobunaga? Micro looks better so far for blue. Oh, and it's going to be a trap. It's a trap. El Cid can't get away from this. All of his units are going to be focused down. Now, at the same time, as he tries to run away from this, he did clean up a few units from blue there, but overall KD should be better for blue because he prioritized the skirmishers. So, I don't know how many people out there play the game and have been practicing certain builds, but man-at-arms into archers is extremely risky if your opponent has done man-at-arms as well. So normally it's man-at-arms into skirms and a few archers. And then that's the end of it. And then that would mean that since there's skirms out for blue, red, as he gets some redemption here, he could always think about knights in the castle age. How many people watching this today didn't know about Hidden Cup until like my YouTube uploads with the cast? I'm just curious. I'll probably forget this. I should probably write it down, but I know many of my regulars on Twitch and YouTube have known about this for a few weeks, but okay, so quite a few people here, I guess, might have heard about this recently. Good. I mean, the goal for me was to upload videos to YouTube to give you an idea of what Hidden Cup might be like, and so it seems that has worked out. Now, everyone always says they're new here. For example, how many people are new here today? You know, all my regulars also say that they're new, but all right, good information. Thank you. Now, Nobunaga is just getting by here. Notice how he didn't create many more archers or skirmishers. He just kind of stopped production, and red has created a lot more. So Nobunaga will benefit with a faster castle time, but he is going to lose some map control right now, and he'll lose an archer in the process. A bit sloppy. But he's switching into eagles, guys, which I think comes as no surprise to you. And that means that red will probably go for knights. I will bet you 5 gifted subs to the stream that he will go for knights. It's got to be knights and skirmishers combined, because his own skirmishers aren't going to do much. His own archers are not going to do much versus the eagles. Oh, there's the stable. You all owe 5 gifted subs to me, to the stream. That's like, we would immediately hit the 24-hour stream sub goal. Glad you guys accepted the bet. Perfect. By the way, this is going to be a pretty big event. If we hit 5,000 subs by the end of it, I will do a 24-hour stream. I know it's a big goal, but we have a lot of people here. Guys, I was kidding! I was kidding! It was an obvious joke! I didn't expect 5,000 people to gift 5 subs. Thank you, Luchador. Thank you, 459, for spreading the love. It was a joke, man. Well, Nobunaga has huge momentum now. He's killing the archers, he's killing the skirmishers, and this happens so frequently versus Mezosifs. It's so difficult, it's so tricky to play against Aztecs. Aztecs #1, Mayans #2 is what most pros tend to agree on. Now, El Cid globally banned Mayans, I believe. I think he had globally banned Mayans. I'll have to double check. No. It was Nobunaga who globally banned Mayans. And then El Cid... Shoot. Well, we can look. What am I talking about this for? Let's look. I just want to see the global bans. Yeah, El Cid globally banned Chinese. So he basically gave his opponent the option to play with this Civ that he's struggling against right now. I wasn't sure on who did what. That's all. Thank you, chat, for paying attention. Can you guys tell it's a pet peeve of mine when people don't ban Aztecs or Mayans, though? Like, it actually really annoys me, because I feel like it's fairly obvious. The players are probably watching this right now, and they're like, oh, this T90 doesn't know what he's talking about, but I've watched enough games in this event to realize what Aztecs and Mayans can do. And Nobunaga's playing super safe, really solid at the moment. And he has that important hill. Remember, whoever has map control on this is going to be in a good spot, because this is one of Red's golds, this is one of Blue's golds. This hill will be very difficult for El Cid to approach. And here he comes. And a monk from Nobunaga will get a conversion just like that. Oh, and this other knight goes, I'm gonna get revenge for my buddy. No, don't do it! Delete it! Delete it! Oh, that's a sad story, man. He was just doing that because he was angry his friend got converted. Oh, now 2 knights down. Now, Red's eco's not bad. It is not bad. He's on 3 town centers. Malians do have a fantastic boom. The question is, do they have the answer to the eagles and the monks and the eco, and the skirmishers, everything that Aztecs have, and the relics. Now, I see the stone mining upgrade on the way. One unit, which we probably won't see a lot of, but could work in Castle Age, would be the Gebetto. Be quite nice. I think Blue, as he built another monastery now, has a few monks here, is probably feeling pretty safe. Just the Mangonels and monks could defend from the army that Red has. So he wants to break in here and raid with the Eagles. And, nope. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, Red. You are not gonna quick wall that off. Let's see, though. Maybe Blue will overextend a little bit. I do see that Nobunaga is currently trying to collect the relics. He already has one. He's about to get two, and relics bring in 33% more gold for the Aztecs. Oh, the micro from Nobunaga. Oh my god, that was such a good play. That shot for Blue was an attack round. He tried to predict where Red was running. This guy is a good player. Man, and I had Nobunaga losing in my bracket. This is gonna be the most T90 blind of brackets, I swear to god. Another big shot for Nobunaga. He's all over El Cid. And he sees the next Mangonel. Oh, that was a decent shot from El Cid. And also, are you kidding me? This one crossbow is gonna kill the Mango? Good split from El Cid. Good split, okay. High level stuff, guys. High level stuff. We truly can't guess who these players are because every single set has been sick. But Nobunaga's looking good. Aztecs are so easy to play. So dominant in 1v1s, and they have been pretty much since the Conquerors came out. But Blue needs to be careful. He's attacking University now. He could get hit by the Mangonel. And there will be more Mangonels for Red as well. So it's not just about the attacks. Are you kidding me? Nobunaga down confirmed. He just killed his own Eagles. I was just going to say it's not about the attacks. It's about the momentum. It's about the eco. What was that, man? Alright, he redeemed himself there with a good Mangonel shot. And he does have the monks here to heal. You could tell that El Cid was worried about this. He's now building a castle. I think a few Gebettos could be helpful, but Gebettos are... they're quite weak. You have to have near perfect micro. Look at Blue's economy, guys. The way he has his base set up. How many relics he has already. He is playing this extremely strong. He's all over El Cid. And it doesn't seem like he's playing all that safe with some of his building placements and stuff. He's just in control at the moment. Microing his monks away from the crossbows. Loses a monk. And I think he's trying to bait Red into hopping out of this siege workshop. The Eagles just commit underneath the town center. See, crossbows are not the answer to Eagles. Eagles are anti-crossbow. So, yeah, not really the play. And now the Vil count is climbing. Oh, a Mangonel shot, though, for Red. Oh, can he kill the monks, too? No, he can't. Because Redemption is in, and the monks are about to convert the Mangonel. Well, you know, after all that went down there, because that was a lot to process, it is an 11 Vil lead for Blue and an efficiency lead because he doesn't have the idols. Red is making a few Gebettos, though, and these Gebettos will kill the Eagles pretty quickly. But the problem is Blue has Mangonels, and with a Mangonel shot, the Gebettos could all die. These are 30 HP units. This could be like the movable object versus the stoppable force video with these Gebettos. Poor Gray, he's probably watching this right now, and he wants people to forget that YouTube video. Oh, I like this play. Nobunaga, considering converting the siege workshop, switched his target to the Mangonel as he saw the Mangonel was coming in. El Cid just seems to be struggling big time. And for the love of God, if he kills another one of his own units, I'm gonna lose my shit. Nobunaga, stop it, man. Yeah, Red is not even close to clicking up to the Imperial Age. And he's building a panic castle here. And oh my god, Nobunaga destroyed those Gebettos. We have a small counterattack from El Cid. But now that the crossbow switch seems to be on the way, I think that Nobunaga should be able to deal with that. And the guy is just in full control at the moment. He has a tower up on this gold. He's delayed red massively. It's not looking good for El Cid in game 1. El Cid will need to kill quite a few villagers here, and Nobunaga repositions. Yeah, the castle's eventually going to go up, right? The castle's going to go up, but the amount of eco that's been delayed at red's base is just insane. If you look at blue's vision, his line of sight, like, I don't think this is a guy who's playing the game like he's too worried, you know? It doesn't seem too worried to me at all, which is something that tells me this guy is possibly one of the top 5. He has full control over this side with the extra gold. He's building a castle there. And El Cid has no food. He has 100 food, and he just calls the GGA. Yeah, he has 100 food. He has 1,400 gold. The Gebettos aren't going to do much for him. You gotta ban Aztecs. You have to ban Aztecs. Nobunaga's obviously a good player, but he's also good because he had Aztecs. Alright, chat. So, 2 sets in a row where the player decided not to ban a Mesosiv. They didn't ban Mayans, or they didn't ban Aztecs, and they lost to it. So, I mean, I'm not a very surprised caster at the moment. That's what I'm trying to get at. It doesn't surprise me much. Quality stuff there, though, from Nobunaga. Who, by the way, looks like an absolute badass. Doesn't he look awesome? I guess El Cid does as well. They all look badass. You don't see any Tristans up there with my face. No one's going to put me in a video game. Oops, misclick. There we go. Sweet stuff. So here's the achievements for that game. 69 kills for Nobunaga. So he got the win. He had more food, more wood, and more gold. That was a very dominant display. However, El Cid can now fall back to one of his home maps. If you look back at this, his home map is, well, he's 2 of them. He could choose between Bay and Mongolia. I said before the set actually began that that was fascinating to me. I feel as though whoever El Cid might be might have prepared a strategy for Bay because it's one of the newer maps. Kyphosis, Leslie, thank you both for the new Prime subs to this stream. After that joke I made, man, we had so many people. Luchador, Ikari, that guy, Muru, Dux, Grim, Ziv, all gifting subs to the community. Guys, if you're gifted a sub, please make sure you thank them. I don't know what to say, honestly. It's already been a crazy day and crazy amount of people here to enjoy this event. Thank you guys for being here. So we'll have a few minutes till the next game starts. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it will be Bay, but El Cid could always choose Mongolia. I'm loving this right now. 5,000 people here on day 1. That's freaking incredible. Freaking incredible. And if that's the case, I might give you guys a special treat today. After this set, I might give you guys a special treat because I have some awesome things planned. For those that might not know the full player list, I can show you the player list now. Oh, that's the prize pool breakdown. And that is the hero list. Do we have the player list here? We might not even have a scene with the players. It's a hidden cup. You don't get to know. Now, just go to the YouTube announcement video or go to AoEzone.net. Go to YouTube. You know, it's everywhere. But what we will do is we'll actually get into the next game. Sorry, Noobcaster over here. Get into the next game. We'll see what home map it is for El Cid. Hopefully for him, he will be able to pull off the comeback. And just struggling to get into the game. Boom, here we are. Sweet. And it is Bay. Game 2 between El Cid and Nobunaga in Hidden Cup number 2. Huge turnout on Twitch already. Thank you guys. And I have no doubt that YouTube's going to enjoy this as well. When I first did Hidden Cup 1, I didn't expect it to be that popular. I didn't promote it. I had a great time, and the viewers had a great time afterwards. We went over 6,000 viewers and had a viewer record during that event. And then I decided to do Hidden Cup 2. I put so much into this, and I've hired people to help get this production to where it is, and it's been awesome so far in day one. So thank you guys very much for being a part of this. We have Mongols for El Cid. Remember, this is one of his home map picks. He's here in the red. And then on the other side of this bay, we have Nobunaga, who won game number 1. He's playing as the Huns. I think both of these civilizations can have success here. So before I zoom back in here, I just want to talk about the map a little bit. This is another one of the new maps. Subs, please throw some salutes to Algernon, who is definitely out there watching. Algernon was the one who helped me create this map. The idea was to have a map where there was water focus, but losing the water didn't end the game. Because on islands, for example, with experts, you'll see a lot of players just call GG after they lose the water. So I didn't want that. So we created this map. This map has 2,000 food in the center with 10 deep fish. Actually, they're 10 salmon, which is just perfect. But that's it. So if you take control of water, you still need to take control of land. Look at how much stone and gold is in the center here. And look at the pig! Look at the pig! Nobunaga is stealing the pig. Now El Cid might be able to stop this. I'm going to use this rare opportunity to switch to the pig's point of view. What the hell? Right when I switched to the pig's point of view, it went back. Well, okay. I guess El Cid is going to get his pig. We can still follow it if you want. I mean, I could do that for you. There we go. He looks disappointed. He does not look happy about going back home. He kind of looked upset. He kind of looks shy. But anyway, so Nobunaga went for the lame and failed there. Oh my god, this villager... Okay, he's getting loom. I was going to say that El Cid might be tempted to attack that vill. But back to my point here briefly. I wanted to promote land options and land control and also water control. So winning the water gives you an advantage that you can take with you throughout the game, but it's not going to end the game. And also, there are deer here. So there's 10 deer on both sides. So if you wanted to just forget about the water altogether, you could. And that's one reason I think Mongols is a good pick for this. El Cid could easily send villagers out here to collect the deer and maybe just forget about the water. Yeah, I will make sure to show you guys capture age features and follow features throughout the set of games. You don't have to worry there. What's she doing? I'm still on Gaia's point of view. She's going out to find the deer. So this is a player who knows the map. This is so awesome, actually. So this is the home map of El Cid. He's prepared a civ and a strategy for this, I'm sure. He might be thinking about taking the deer, and I thought Nobunaga was going to loop this villain to kill the deer. But instead, he's looping around this way. What is he doing? Is this a sneak archer build? I thought he would kill the deer because she was a hunter. Huh. Well, El Cid is not going out to the deer. He's going to feudal faster, and he's going to build a second dock, so he wants to win the water. And what on earth is Nobunaga doing here? Okay, Sir Lawrence told me to press R. I pressed R. Okay, I pressed R. Yes, it changed the fog of war. Sir Lawrence is one of the people on the team for Capture Age. Sir Lawrence, if there's one thing you need to know about me, I don't like to press buttons that when I don't know what they work. I don't know what they work. I don't know what they do. I'm gonna learn this throughout the 4 days, but I'll press buttons and break things, alright? So, I think R toggles the type of fog of war. Yeah, so, for example, before I had this, so it would show what was beyond the fog of war that wasn't scouted. Yeah, that's it. See? And El Cid. Oh my god, he's building a second lumber camp there! He's building a second lumber camp! Shh! Oh, she spotted it! She spotted it! Who is this man? Who is this person that would try this strategy? I wasn't calling her a man. Alright, let's calm down. Well, fire galleys are on the way. I think red will be able to kill the fish, or at least get a big head start here. Blue's only going one dock. He's definitely planning on doing something with the sneak. And it's a sneaky archer range. And guys, red is just going to try and wall his base up. He wants to wall here. He wants to wall here. She's walled in behind enemy lines. Look at her go. The form as well. It's perfect form. If you don't practice your build form, you'll run into some problems. Red is over here, I think, trying to kill this Vil and will get her. And blue is hoping to stonewall his base. So I think he wants to stonewall his base and then attack with this small little sneak. This is everything I've ever wanted. This is everything I've ever wanted. The archer range is right there. Red thinks he's fine because he's taking the fish. Oh, this is wonderful, man. This is wonderful. It's amazing, isn't it? This is the real Hidden Cup. Welcome to Hidden Cup number 2. This is only the round of 16. It can only get better from here. By the way, something to point out, because there's always one person who realizes this. You see how when we're spectating, the land has changed here, that terrain has changed? That's a spec bug. That might actually be something to put on the capture age list, Sir Lawrence. So the red player does not see that little change in terrain. What he can do is try and build something there and realize that he can and think about it. But he's probably not even thinking about that possibility. Now, has he scouted... Okay, that was a quick wall attempt. This seems very Viper-like. Has he scouted the barracks? Yeah, he scouted the barracks. I feel like red should realize the barracks is up. And think, okay, if you built the barracks, there might be an archer range. I mean, the sneak archers might not do anything. That's the thing. They'd have to kill quite a few Vils to make up for the fact that red has all the fish. So, we shall see. Something to point out, if you didn't realize this already, you can't wall to the shoreline. Units can always run along here. That was another thing we added to prevent people from being able to fully wall their base. Resource-wise, should be much better for El Cid, because he's out here on the deer. I think blue should have just lamed the deer. The sneak is exciting, and it could provide us some entertainment here in a moment, but he should have killed the deer as well. And here come the archers. This is Red's point of view. He's gotta be surprised by this. I wonder if he expects there to be an archer range there, or if he thinks that he didn't wall up in time. He has to expect there's a sneaky range, right? Yeah, most likely. And now he'll build his own archer range, and Nobunaga is pretty much surrounding him with these archers at the moment. Now, the wood is always in this back corner to start, so that's part of the reasoning for red to go there. He knows when he thinks about the sneak strategy that that's where it's going to be. It's hard to see because we're behind the barracks, but blue's archer is actually blocking the Vil there. That is one thing with capture age, you can't see over top of buildings. Despite this, though, it is 400 food and 500 gold for El Cid. So Nobunaga has done some damage, but I would still say he's behind in economy. Red just needs a few skirms with fletching and he's fine, but oh, that's a weak villager on the straggler. Okay, Nobunaga gets a kill, and also he's sending 3 archers in here, and he could kill more. Oh, he's being so annoying. Look at the micro from this guy. He's being so annoying. He's had multiple groups. And he does have fletching, so if he's able to kill the skirmisher first, he could whittle down a few villagers. I think maybe go for the Vils is better here because more skirms are on the way. I definitely think blue is a great player. But I thought the same with Blood of the Hun, and I thought the same with Hrolf. So I think the point is, a lot of the names that are going to come to mind for you guys are the top 5, top 6, top 7 names. But every player in this event can perform like these players have here so far today. I just love the fact he went for a sneak. And if we're talking top 5 players, very few of the top 5 would ever go for a risk like that. Very few of the top 5. If we're talking regular rated games, sure. You know, Viper might go for a few fantasy plays every now and then. But would he do that in a tournament? I mean, the last tournament I watched with Viper, he had his full base stonewalled, so that's consistent. He must be learning from Fatslab. He just killed another Vil there, too. We'll see. I just love how we can guess, but we really don't know. We really don't know. I think we're gonna know one or two people for sure near the end of this event. Come Saturday, we'll have seen a few of the players play twice. All the players who make the quarters, so then we might be able to gather a little bit more intel. But just remember, in Hidden Cup number 1, I had a guessing competition. The average that you all out there guessed correctly was 2 out of 12. And that was out of 12. This time we have 16. Oh man, I can't wait. And there will be a giveaway associated with the guessing competition as well on Sunday, so make sure you're around. So the damage was certainly done for Blue. He's killed quite a few villagers. He still has map presence here, so Red was idled. But remember, Red has that 2,000 food in the center with the salmon. And he hit Castle Age a bit faster. Now, I think the concern here for El Cid is he needs to find something to do. What is his game plan next? If it's just skirm defense, Huns can so easily mix in knights, and you can already see that Nobunaga is going to make knights because he's getting scale barding. So yeah, that's the concern. Red can take that eco lead. He can continue to extend that. But will he have the map? No, he won't. And I'm such a fan of this map. Because El Cid finds a reward with the boom. He finds a reward with the fish. But where does he find himself? In this small area of the map. And the way Blue has played is going to give him this map control, which is so crucial. I love it. Is she going to survive? Unlikely. I think she's done more than enough, though. Unlikely that she will survive. Oh! There's no Vils to garrison! Oh, steal the farm! Oh, she could have stolen the farm! That would have been hilarious! That would have been a first! Oh my god. Oh, I'm so disappointed we didn't see that. Go, Cynthia, go! Alright, she's dead. Well, we will remember her. Okay, so let's talk a bit about what the Civ should be looking to do in late game. Mongols, it's pretty simple. Ideally, Mangadai. Mangadai, 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 Mangadai. That means they need stone. And there's a ton of stone on this map. In fact, there's 10,000 stone if you look near the south. So 10,000 stone for the Mongol player to get. But a lot of that's exposed. So this is his stone, his main stone. But all this stone he won't be able to access easily. Huns, I think they need to use their mobility at this stage of the game to give them an advantage going into the Imperial Age. And Blue has pretty much already done that. He's taken some good map control. He has some knights out. He's also working on scouting the map and getting those relics. And something else I have not pointed out is if you look near the edge of the map, there's scolds here. So there's so many resources on the map, but you have to have map control for it. So if I were to predict how this game will go, this is interesting actually, that Red has some stuff here. Does Red not know that Blue is out here? Is he expecting Blue to still be within his walls? Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, and now he's surprised. But anyway, I think how this game will go is that El Cid will mainly stay defensive until he gets a castle, and he'll try and push out against the map control that Blue has gained. So, repairing the gate now. Monk will come out, which means that Blue will probably run away. Good solid defense, and the stone count is climbing for El Cid. Still needs 400 more, even got the conversion there. And delete it. Delete it! Okay. He just that knight's probably really confused. He's been on both sides of this battle. Normally there, you should delete that, I think. And I think now El Cid knows that there's a siege workshop here. And he does not seem very confident. He's building a tower to defend from the Mangonel. That gives him less stone for the castle. Ooh, what's this? This is a player who chose the map, must know the map, and I bet you he wants a TC on the gold. There's 2 golds you could choose from. It's a nice move. Looking at the Vil count is dead even now. I think blue probably will have more efficient eco. He's definitely had to catch up here. He is on 2 town centers right now. Red is on 3 town centers. And you can see that without even looking at the bases by using the images on the right-hand side. Bloodline's on the way for El Cid. He's also creating some camels. Not a bad move, but we saw the power of the monks already. If you send in 4 camels, but half of them get converted, that's much better for Nobunaga. So quite simply, El Cid, he needs a response to this. If he can kill this, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be cruising then. He can build a castle and start working in the Mangatai. He also has this TC out here, which is great. I don't know what she's doing. She's just been lazy. But this is something, at least. She'll build an outpost to get some scouting. Yeah, so El Cid will soon be on 4 TCs, but I'm not sure he has the eco to sustain production. This is so helpful to explain to you guys why just TCs doesn't mean something. You need to have resources to produce from it. Blue has less TCs, but he's producing more villagers than Red. Red has 4 town centers he's only producing out of 2. Oh my god! Oh my god! Here come the camels. That's a lot more camels than Blue expected, I'm sure. They will both go for conversions. The camels have decent upgrades, and they are the counter to the knights. The Mangonels are not going to help much against the camels. They go for the monks, and this could be what El Cid needed. This could be what El Cid needed. Oh my god, that was close. He just needs 5 more camels, and he cleans this up right now. 5 more camels, and he's fine. And I think Blue needs to realize, I need more knights here. He needs more knights, he needs more monks, he needs to hold this area for as long as possible. And I love the conversion time. The reaction was immediate to get a conversion, and Red converts one right back. These guys are just trading units. I also like how Blue has been trying to use his Mangonels to kill camels. It's unlikely you're going to get kills, but it does help, and it shows that this guy's fairly confident with his unit control. So, might be someone in the top 5. Definitely someone in the top 16. Red's gonna get his castle up, guys. He's gonna get his castle up. He's only 7 vills behind. This was what he needed to get to. Well, hold on a second. Doubt, is this you? Nah, he's fine. He's fine. I love how Red has played this with his scouting over here. He wants to know what Blue might do, and if Blue tries to take any more of the map. In fact, well, finish the castle, please. Finish the castle, please, Red. Thank you. It's like, what is he doing? Look at the scouting that Red has. This is probably one of the biggest maps for map control in Hidden Cup 2. Look at the scouting of Red, and then look at the scouting of Blue. I'll zoom back into the fight, sorry, but as you can see, Blue doesn't have as much of the map scouted, but he's working to catch up there. So at this point, if El Cid is taking fights and they're not going his way, it's pretty much a mistake. Because he doesn't need to fight right now. He just needs to wait for Mangatai Mass, and then he should be able to push out across the map. For Blue, if the fights aren't going his way, it's just kind of how the cookie crumbles when you're trying to hold this much of the map. I think the fights have been decent for him because of the help with the monks. And he does have 4 relics. This is where that pushback starts to happen. Blue, with all the map control, has boomed up to 80 vills. Or, sorry, 100 vills, which is 20 more. Very smooth eco. That's the benefit of having the map control. I would like to see him send those relics back to his base, though. I think too few players do that. Last thing you want is for Red to get this map control and take those relics from you. Yeah, Red just needs patience. Just needs a bit of patience. He still has gold here. I think you have to wait for Imp. And for the Hun player, it's got to be Cavalier and Skirm. Cavalier, Skirm, Halb, you got to go for those options. Wow, Red is going to stop this TC. That's sneaky. Huns, it's going to be tough, but blue has that eco advantage at least. So this is played out pretty much as I had mentioned at the start of Castle Age. And I like how red sees the villagers running out here now. Not much he can really do about it, but he at least knows that blue's going somewhere. Oh! He can do something about it, actually. This is really intelligent play. So, he might patrol, please. Man, if he would have patrolled, he could have stopped every vill. He's trying to stop blue from getting these extra golds and placing TCs here. So I guess this vill is going to survive. Oh, and red wants to place a castle here. And now blue is looking out in the other areas. And red notices the knights, and he will not quick wall his villagers in on that stone. Fascinating stuff, guys. Fascinating stuff. How this map is played, you know. Both playing for that map control. Both still building up their economies and going towards their best endgame force. I like blue's position more with the map control, but I like red's position more with the civs, so... as perfect a game as we could probably get here for game number 2. I would like to see a castle here from blue at some point. A castle here would protect both these stones and golds. I think that's important. A castle here, well, I guess it's not bad, right? It's not bad. It keeps red away from the center of the map a bit longer. Red wants a castle up so he's not unraveled on the outer ring. He needs some form of support here. And blue doesn't see that, so that castle might complete. It's a risky one, though. And also the castles will then be separated. So if you're going Mangadai Camel, you can create the camels and Mangadai from here, but then you'll be producing Mangadai from here, which is further away from the group. Red even has an outpost here, just waiting to see if blue will try and take resources. He's trying to build stables, maybe for camels or for Lightcap. They're kind of split up a bit. Fascinating stuff. And now Cavalier and Plate Barding is on the way for Nobunaga. Remember, you can't wall this off. They can always run around. Beautiful fish traps, by the way. And heavy camels on the way. Paladin! Who is this man? Paladin? What a freaking boom. 140 vills and getting Paladin already. Wow, that's crazy. Now, the Cavalier have been wasted. The Cavalier have been wasted. The idea there was to raid before red is able to get heavy camel. That has failed. But Paladin versus Mongol heavy camel, the Paladin are actually quite good in that situation. Not great, but pretty good. Against Elite Mangadai and against heavy camel, though, yeah, that's just not good at all for the Hun player. Elcid just isn't at that point yet. He has to build castles to produce his ideal unit, then he's making the camels, so starting off with the camels first makes sense, but it's not, it slows you down getting to the Mangadai. So, I know you can't see this, so you missed the full 1080 move that the camel just did. It was a really nice Tony Hawk move. What blue wants to do is take down the castles, for sure. So what blue is attempting is to build castles forward so he can make trebuchets. And then if he takes out the Mongol player's castles, then it should be just fine for him in this game. He's also prepping the Halberdier upgrade. You can see pikemen's on the way right here in this barracks. Now, I still question this castle position for red. I don't like it. He's built it out here. He has nothing to protect it. So obviously now, blue is going to treb it down, and blue is just going to raid with the paladins. I mean, I kind of get the thought process, and I alluded to it earlier, where he didn't want to get raided over here, but I think it's better to build that castle here initially, and then push out and get more stones for more castles in the future. Nobunaga even considering stonewalling this off so red can't expand. Red is just passing here, though. Nope, he stops with one Mangadai to kill the Vill. And red takes the engagement. Heavy camels against the Paladin. Remember, camels are a counter unit to Paladin, but Mongol camels lack the last armor upgrade. And Hun Paladins are so easy to mass. And Red, you're not fighting here! Red, your units are on stand grounds! Red is losing that map control. But at the same time, he's kinda... Like, this is super tough to call, because he's raiding with these stables. He's raiding here. He's losing here. And then he's pushing back here. I mean, I don't know who has the most control over this game. You know what I mean? There's 3 different areas they're focusing on. I'll tell you what, though, if Red had not branched out earlier, had he not snuck those vills out here, he would be way behind, I think. An incredible game here for game number 2. The fish traps are just so perfect. I can't get over that. It's not common for pro players to build things in such orderly fashion. This is a sick set of games. And so far, in every single game, someone has said it is MBL. So apparently, MBL confirmed for every single player. The Mangadai upgrades are still not totally in yet. That's something to remember. And Blue has just found out that that gold is there. Blue has 4 relics, Red has 1. Paladins are expensive. Halberdiers not so much. So Nobunaga will go for Halberdiers and Paladins. Nah, I don't think Blue can push right now. I mean, maybe I'm misjudging this, but against Mangadai, I feel like having the Trebs there is a bit risky. He's hoping he can get enough Halberdier production. Maybe he can. He does have 12 Halbs queued up. You know, he's forcing Red back. Can Nobunaga take out this castle? It's crucial he takes out the castle. Red is going for the repairs now. Thumb ring on the way, chemistry on the way. This is where El Cid needs to snipe the trebuchets. Come now, El Cid. Snipeth the trebuchets. He doesn't even need to fight the main army. He just needs to snipe the trebs and keep his castle up. And he'll do it. 1 treb down. Oh, he's out of stone, though! He's out of stone! He has to buy stone quickly! Buy stone! Okay, it can survive 1 more hit. He's losing his own trebs, though, and Blue has a lot more Halberdiers and Paladins being created. And Blue's also thinking about Rams. It's so tough to get to Elite Mangadai. Guys, Nobunaga is about to take the right-hand side. He's about to take this 5th relic from Red. Red is losing his control in all these areas. He can't raid from here anymore. He can't take gold from here much longer. And while Red has sniped the trebuchet, he realizes he's lost control over this game, and he calls the GG. He was 50 population down. He didn't have any of the map here. And Nobunaga just squeaks by with the win. What a game that was. What a game that was. It's hard for me to judge how Red played this, but I think the one thing that he could have done differently was build that second castle here. And probably produce more Mangadai. He didn't have a lot of gold, though. He was out of gold here. He was relying on the gold out here. He almost played it to perfection with Mongols. Obviously, he didn't expect those archers to be snuck in, but this Nobunaga player, insane player. To beat Mongols on a map with 10,000 stone, not easy to do. To go for a sneak like that, to make it work and still get the victory, not easy to do. He's somebody. We just don't know who he is yet. So, I'm going to bring up the achievements now so you can see the difference in gold. I'm going to guess that Nobunaga had a lot more gold. Yeah, he had a lot more of everything, actually. He had more food, he had more wood, he had more stone, and he had more gold. If you think back to the point where El Cid built that castle, when El Cid built the castle, that was when the Vil difference went from 10 to about 20 to 30. Nobunaga, at that point, probably had 4 town centers producing Vils, and I'd already mentioned it earlier. Nobunaga was producing out of all of his TCs because he was untouched, and El Cid, he wasn't able to produce out of all of his. Still a sick game, though. 95% of the map explored. That was an amazing game. And Nobunaga's up 2 games. And we get to see the next home map for El Cid. So when I created this event, I really wanted to make it so there wouldn't be 3 O's. Because you're going to have the Viper out there playing somebody. You're going to have MBL. You're going to have the favored players playing players who are not favored. And the last thing I wanted was to have 3 O sets. So what I did was I made it so every time someone loses a game, they play their home map in the next game. Meaning that El Cid, after losing on his home map, which was Bay, will now get to use his other home map, which is Mongolia. Score is 2-0. Nobunaga is looking really good. I need to thank you guys yet again. You better get used to it. Elise, thank you very much for the $10. He said, I met T90 at a meetup in North Carolina last year, and let me tell you, this guy is as legit and down to earth in real life as he is on stream. Oh, this is so awkward, man. Don't make me read compliments about myself. Thank you for all you do for us and this beautiful game. So hype for Hidden Cup 2. Thank you, Elise. It was nice to meet you at that meetup. I think it was about 15 people. It was a great time. Four donated 20 bucks. He said, I finally caught one of your streams. I blame you, you know. I played Age of Empires 2 on the original CDs during the days of my youth. You got me back into the game. I like your commentary. Love the YouTube content. This is my thanks to you, T90 Official. Thank you for that. Elise, wait. Elise donated with the same message twice. Well, let me know if you need me to refund one of those, because I think you probably assumed it didn't go through. Anyway, thank you for the same message yet again. Thank you, Eldry. Thank you, Jim, for gifting subs. Gengar, Fruity, Pizza, Ronald. Thank you all for the brand's new subs. You guys ready for game number 3? People didn't say they're ready, so I think we'll just hang out. We won't do anything else. Ah, you're ready. Perfect. All right, let's do this. For those that need to take a bathroom break or a snack break or a whatever break, there will be a break after this set of about 15 minutes. So that's how we're doing things. That's what the format will be like. How good has Capture Age been today, guys? Capture Age has been awesome. The games have been awesome. Everything has been perfect. Oh. Oh. Okay. You guys missed it. Look on the left side. Look at the chat. In English, El Cid said, I have a feeling who you are. And Nobunaga said, Civ. Wait. Is that in-game chat or something? How does that work? I kind of feel like... I don't know. All I know is that the person speaks English. They could be using Google Translate. They could be Canadian. They could be European. That's all I know. Okay? Could be mind games. In the first Hidden Cup, people were speaking Chinese that were not Chinese. I think Deco says it's in-game chat. Ooh, that's actually pretty telling, though. So that was before the game started. Ooh. So, Red said, I have a feeling who you are, and Nobunaga's like, dude, choose your Civ. And then they started. Ah, okay. Well, Nobunaga is serious business. He's not up for conversation, apparently. El Cid just wants a friend. Bible thumps in the chat for poor El Cid. He's down 2 games, and he doesn't even have a friend. Nobunaga's playing as the Indians, and then El Cid is playing as the Slavs. This is his second home map pick. Slavs is a pretty solid civilization, but Indians could give them a run for their money, and Nobunaga has given El Cid a run for his money twice. This is an updated version of Mongolia. Just to point out the differences with standard Mongolia is it's more open. So this is probably as close as you'll get to Arabia without it being Arabia. Standard Mongolia is... it's bad. There's too many cliffs. Don't play it. There's too many cliffs. It's just a perfect map for Fatslav if he would want to leave Black Forest at any point. So this one's more open, and I do see this large hill on the front. Hills are always so important for positioning. So that's something Nobunaga will need to lock down, then use that to his favor. You'll see his main gold is here, his second gold is here, and then his third gold is more to the north. Pretty easy wall off, though, for him if you like And then for El Cid, El Cid's main gold is actually to the north of his TC here. Stones on the back, which is good. This gold's fine. He can easily TC there next to a golden wood. And it's more open for him, but I still think this is doable as long as he gets a few walls up over time. I don't know about you guys. I would probably say Slavs is better than Indians because of their eco bonus with the farms. And if this gets to Imp, there's not much Indians can easily do for Siege Ram and Halberdier. But then again, in Castle Age, Indians have camels. Indian villagers? Cheaper to create. So that's an eco bonus in and of itself. Yes, there's 181,000 wood remaining on the map. And there's 28,000 gold. All the statistics here are pretty cool. Can you say Slavs right? OMG, T90 official. Slavs, 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 Slavs. There you go. I glad I could help. Jeez, do we have over 5,000 people here right now? Man, I didn't know that. I thought we were at maybe 4. I thought we lost a few. That's amazing. Well, a barracks now for Nobunaga. This is interesting. Quite honestly, I expect scouts from both, but not anymore. Nobunaga possibly drushing with this one, which is very uncommon. A drush is when you create normally 3 militia, and then you use that to buy yourself time and delay your opponent's economy. And we're gonna really dig deep here. We're gonna talk about the math of it all, okay? Because some people might be thinking, why 3 militia? So get your thinking caps on. So you start with 100 gold in the game. When you research Loom, you go down to 50 gold. Each militia, sorry, can't speak, costs 20 gold. So that would mean you would need to collect 10 more to take your 50 up to 60 to create 3. So that's why if you see one villager collecting gold, that normally indicates a drush is coming. And El Cid, great scouting. Now I'm really hoping the guy can catch up because he's played good in these games. I think he deserves a victory. And here is him following the drush now. And back at his base, you can see he's prepping for a scout build for sure. Getting the walls up, and we'll look to build a stable. The best way to counter a drush is just to scout it, and El Cid has done exactly that. In fact, Nobunaga ran into a wolf there, so he won't be very happy with himself. Why drush with... Is this drush fast castle into camels? Okay, you guys watch a lot of Age of Empires. When's the last time you saw someone go drush fast castle with Indians? I can't think of a time. And if people say they saw it like last week, that's baloney. Because I watch way more Age than you do. I don't think I've ever seen this, actually. Maybe it's mind games. Maybe it's a bluff. Maybe Nobunaga is trying to confuse the viewers. Okay, so Red actually made his own militia here. He's on gold, so he's possibly thinking about man-at-arms. Is that a bug? Why is there a flag on top of the barracks? I think that's a bug, right? There's nothing in there. So this is actually quite good for Nobunaga because Red responded by making his own militia, and Red's not going for scouts, which is so strong with Slavs. Oh, the flag is gone. Was that a spearman? Was there a spearman in there? I'm not sure. Oh, it's really important to keep your scout alive, and they both lose their scouts. That's funny. It's the second time that's happened today. Second time that both players have lost their scouts. Red also has his base wide open here. But he's at least aware of that. Okay. So, Nobunaga is going fast castle. Normally, Drush FC is a build that you do with Archer Civs. Ethiopians is one that you see a lot. In fact, on YouTube, I uploaded a game, Ethiopians vs. Huns, with MBL and Dogao, and MBL went Drush fast castle with Ethiopians. Indians, it's peculiar. I'm not saying it can't work, but it's peculiar. Okay, Red, what is this wall? So you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Actually, I could actually see with Capture Age how many walls this is. You're gonna place 11 tiles of wall plus 2 more, 13 instead of 8? Why? Why wall there, man? Come on, El Cid, get it together. Oh, let's focus on the micro. Ah, cowards. Bunch of cowards, man. This zoom looks pretty cool. I wonder how far... I don't want to break it. I've actually never gone in past this point. Oh, look at the pixels. Yeah! You hit that archer range, buddy. You hit it. Woo! Alright. Back to normal resolution. It's actually a really strong move. Nobunaga maybe made El Cid think he was going man-at-arms with the timing of the militia. El Cid reacted. And now El Cid has probably found out the hard way that his opponent's Rush FC. It is archers for Nobunaga, which is not the strong suit of Indians, but it's not a bad thing for Drush Fast Castle, as I've already said. Someone said go in as far as possible. That's definitely not what she said. Okay, so Red has some time to prepare for this, and this militia has scouted the archer range, so he knows what's up, right? So he sent a carrier pigeon back home to let people know what the situation is, and now he needs to prep something, and that something would be skirmishers. Now, fortunately, because he is Slavs, he is on his way up. And unfortunately, because he hasn't checked for the hole, there's a hole there. And tell me you're checking, El Cid. Okay. Woo, boy. Yeah, that's... If he would have left that open, that would have been tough. Oh, wow. Okay, another Sneakville for Nobunaga. And he wants to build a siege workshop. Now, there's a wolf here. If the wolf gets a hill advantage, the wolf can kill this villager. I think Blue will be able to react in time, though. Yeah, he sees it. Hill advantage versus the wolf. I like the move because he's expecting defensive skirms from Red. So he figures, alright, forward siege workshop. And then eventually, he can't do so right now. Eventually, he'll probably build a town center here. And then maybe over here. Excuse me, just to secure some of the map. Please zoom in with full maximum once, just for curiosity. Okay, what, you want her? I know you want her. Alright, one sec. Oh, damn it, move! Ooh. Alright, this is PG-13. Alright, that's giving me a headache. That's as far as I'll go in, alright? I didn't mean to look at that area of her, she just turned around. But, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Now, Red, he doesn't see the siege workshop. He doesn't know about that. And I think the mistake for him, and there's not a lot he could have done, because he didn't have a scout, but the mistake for him is not looking for what Blue is doing. So he's expecting Blue to be at home, and now he goes, oh shoot, I need to get the skirmishers back. So for a guy who has gone for a strategy, which is not the norm, Nobunaga seems to have a lot of control over these games. And now Nobunaga has the Mangonel, and Red dodges it, and Red tries to repair, and Blue is there to shoot the villager. But so far, okay, I was just gonna say decent micro from Red. I mean, no. Just, no, not great. The pressure is still on for him, for sure. And the crossbows are now coming in. Is El Cid just gonna die to this? He needs skirmishers, but then the skirmishers die to the Mangonel. Oh, this is so bad for El Cid. He's fighting this back with villagers. He's down 2 games already. He can't be a very confident man. This could be the game. This does not look good at all for El Cid, if you hadn't realized. Yeah, I know that Nobunaga has lost some of his crossbowmen, but he's killed so many villagers. So he has a 5-vill lead. Red really should have responded with his own siege workshop a long time ago. Red probably should have gone scouts and then went forward with towers. There's a lot that Red could have done, but now he finds himself behind, and Nobunaga loves his Mangonel micro. He's getting some amazing shots in with these Mangonels. Oh, God. So Red is staying within the minimum range of this Mangonel, but Nobunaga refuses to hit his own unit. Isn't that hilarious? He could have easily killed his own Mangonel with this. And now Red will send a Vil. And the Vil will finish it off. But it's just nasty. These situations come about where I say, someone's behind, they probably should lose, but they're this civilization. So, but El Cid is Slavs. That said, though, camels have now arrived. Skirms don't count their camels. See, Red is just constantly responding to what Nobunaga is doing. Nobunaga is on 2 town centers, soon to be 3 at home. He has camels here. He has Mangonels here. This game is over. This will be the first 3-0 of Hidden Cup round of 16, and Nobunaga will be a guy to look out for. I mean, I'm calling it super early. I gotta stop doing that. Can you guys tell me to stop it when I do that? But still, I mean, I fully expect Blue to finish off this game at this rate. Just look at the amount of control the guy has. He will convert... Did he convert anything there? I don't think he converted anything. And Red now has his own monk, which is nice. Monks in siege. Okay. But there's a 14 Vil lead, and we saw what Nobunaga can do with his eco last game. Wheel on the way. That's an important upgrade. You skip that when you go with the fast castle. I just think that Blue has played this near perfection. Red made some mistakes for sure, and against good players in an event that has the 16 best players in the world, you can't make mistakes, or if you do make mistakes, they have to be minor mistakes. When you're down 2 games versus a guy who has played very well versus you, then yeah, definitely cannot be making mistakes. I just want to zoom out and look at Red's base. See, Red is on 2 TCs. Guys, I think I have called this a bit early. He can add a 3rd TC now, which would mean that he can at least keep the Vil count where it is now. It's only a 17 Vil lead for Nobunaga. But I've been impressed with Nobunaga's play. I can't wait for after this best of 5 where you guys get to vote on who's who. Because we've already had MBL and who won the other vote? Shoot, who was it? I forget. Was it Dow? Okay, so who did people think Blood of the Hun was? Tato. People guessed MBL Tato in the first set. So, you can't ever guess that again. Oh, it was ACCM, that one? Yeah, Tato was right behind it, I guess. This is purely down to the economy. What Blue is doing with the attack here doesn't matter all that much. Oh my god, that monk was on 2 HP. The spearman could have actually killed it. That's funny. The damage has been done here. Nobunaga just needs to extend his lead with the eco. And I think another thing he could do, and he's done it already, is get a few of the relics out in the map. The question then is, what do you do as Indians against Slavs? I think you need to get chemistry in early imp and go for gunpowder. Getting hand cannons is always a great idea. Oh, was that an intentional cav archer? Oh, cav archers. Well, cav archers can work. You need some form of range that will kill halberdiers. And then you'd probably go for camels or light cav to kill any siege. Guys, by the way, I don't know. For the show matches I did on the stream to promote this event, I knew who the players were. I don't know. So, I've already had 6 offers, people trying to pay me to get the information. You're either going to have to increase your bid and ask one of the admins, or you're going to have to just wait till Sunday. Normally, making cav archers takes some time. And in that transitional period, you get killed. But not when you're ahead by 20 bills, so this is a good time for this. And say goodbye to your monk, El Cid. Nobunaga has another villager. Is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. She's just been building everything. Okay, sorry. The temptation was too real. And she's going to build a siege workshop. Just applying pressure. I think it's dangerous. I think it's very dangerous to go up to Imp too early here. I think it's safer to get some good map control. Make sure that your opponent doesn't have a chance of pushing back. And then at that point, you can make that transition. And Nobunaga's so secure with the situation that he's going to TC forward. That is a man playing with confidence to TC your opponent's golds, because you know it'll be no problem. One Cav Archer. One single Cav Archer there to snipe pikes. And now Nobunaga is getting men-at-arms. Man, this guy's thinking of doing an awful lot. He's expecting Skirmisher, Pikemen, and Mangonels from El Cid. So maybe he's thinking twice about the whole Cav Archer thing. And he's thinking more about Longswordsmen. Again, making a lot of military in Castle Age here. Now, if he loses a camel to a conversion, that camel will turn right around and attack his Mangonels, so he needs to be careful there. 1 for 1. Yeah, Nobunaga's fine. He is fine. He has a 25 vil lead, full map control. He's soaking up some of his opponent's golds. Now, El Cid, he's banking up some resources. The power of slabs, 500 food and 900 golds. Does he make Longswordsman now, or does he click up to Imp? That's what I'm wondering. He's making them now. I like it. I think Imp would be fine for him as well, but this is a safer play. Because if he tries to not make these, if he clicks up to Imp, then El Cid's Pikes, Skirms, and Mangonels could take all this map back. And this is exactly how Nobunaga played the second game, where he got that map control, and then he boomed behind it. He's a very good player, whoever this is. I haven't seen any player that makes me think Viper, like 100%. And I don't know if we're ever going to see that. I think we're going to have better guesses once we get to the semifinals of who could be who, because it's likely certain players might make it, but this Nobunaga guy could be anyone in the top 8. So, man-at-arms now for El Cid. El Cid realizes, oh shoot, well, I can't make pikemen and skirmishers versus the longswords. And El Cid says, GG, good luck. He taps out. Final score is 3-0. Guys, in my bracket, I had El Cid winning. I've lost both of the matchups so far with my bracket competition. Well, that's why I don't go to Vegas. That's why I don't go to Vegas. Nobunaga played insane in that series. He played insane in that series. El Cid is not a bad player. Game 1, I think choosing Chinese is dumb. We've already established that. But Game 2, he chose Mongols on Bay. It was an incredible choice. It was great play from Red. Blue had the sneaky range, though, and he had the incredible boom to win that one. And this game was very consistent with that. He took full map control. Look at the control. This is versus Slav economy. This is ridiculous. He has 4 TCs, 75% of the map. Nobunaga is definitely a player to look out for in the future. We will be casting the quarterfinals on Saturdays. That's when we'll see Nobunaga again, and every player who wins today again. Oh, it was Malians. I'm sorry. Yeah, see, once again, I like to test you guys. If you're new to the stream, I like to test you to make sure you're paying attention. And it seems like chat has been paying attention, so good to see. Good to see. Here are the Chiefs, everybody. "71 units killed for Nobunaga." Sorry, the colors switched here on the achievements. I turned off team colors, so in the future, if they choose red and blue, it'll show. And just a bigger boom. Bigger boom. It was complete domination from him, and he's definitely a favorite from what we've seen so far. Okay, so in 15 minutes, the next set for Hidden Cup 2 will be coming up. If you look at the brackets here, you can see what's upcoming. The next set of games will be between Tamerlane and God's Own Sling. And then after that, we'll do Subutai and King Alfonso to end the day. We'll do the first 4 round of 16 games today. We've already got 2 out of the way. And then we'll do the next 4 tomorrow. Then all of the round of 8 games will be happening on Saturday. And then Sunday, we'll do the semifinals and the grand final live. Oh, yes, we have to do a poll first. Thank you for the reminder. We are first going to vote on these players. So we'll start off, I guess we'll start this off with Nobunaga. You guys can vote on who you think Nobunaga is in just a moment. And all you'll have to do is type a number in my Twitch chat to get your votes in. A lot of people have got to be thinking top 5 here because he just 3-0'd someone. And he looked really strong. So no surprise that the Viper is getting voted in. More MBL votes, Yo votes, Max votes, Leary votes. Just remember, if you get your vote wrong, it will cost you your life. I'm kidding. It's not that serious. Just get your votes in. I'm curious. That's all. How many people were like, oh no, I voted for something else. Oh, geez. Griffin Feathers donated $5. He said, I've never been so excited about a sport. Does this count as a sport? Of course it does. It's an esport, man. It's an esport. Thank you, Griffin. Regas, Red Gargoyle, that guy, Tarantip, thank you guys very much for the brand's new subs. Jack McRider donated $5. He said, great show. I also like Capture Age a lot. Good to hear, man. A Pink Ward, the man, the myth, the legend is here. And he gifted, how many is that? 20 subs to the stream? He gifted 20 subs to the stream. So 20 people should be thanking him. Peter, Ishnoil Cage, I can't read some of these names. Thank you guys as well. Thank you everyone for the love. So we have 10 seconds left and 22% of the chat thinks it is the Viper. All right, so you know if Viper wins this, you can't vote for him ever again, right? Because that's what you guys think it is. Okay, so Viper wins that, and then the player who lost. This is where players are going to make some enemies because they might be watching this stream right now. And you guys get to vote on the player who lost, who is El Cid, who I think played well. Not near as good as Nobunaga, so go ahead and get your votes in, and hopefully the players will not hate you for life. Oh my god. Stop voting for Jordan every time there's a loss. I think this is the new meme. I think this is the new meme. In Hidden Cup 1, everyone voted for Doubt. Now every time someone loses in Hidden Cup 2, everyone votes Jordan. Poor Jordan 23. Jordan, if you're watching out there, man, just gotta prove him wrong, man. Gotta prove him wrong. It was probably Viper who lost and Jordan who beat him. That's probably what happened. Again, 60 seconds. For the next set of games, Slam is going to come in and co-cast with me, which I'm pretty excited about. It will be a lot of fun. And the break will be upcoming, but before you go take your break, you'll want to stick around because I have a special video to play during that period of time while we wait. If I can find the video, that is. Where are we at? 15 seconds? 15 seconds, and Jordan 23 has 30% of the votes. Interesting stuff. Everyone was voted for, at least. So, fair is kind of fair. Alright, guys, so here's the deal. I will return with Hidden Cup 2 in 15 minutes. The next set will be between... Shoot, who's the next set between? Noobcaster? Let's look at the bracket real quick. Oh, Tamerlane and God's Own Sling. Okay, I remember. So I'll get the score.